Beasley on the news today. Hello, Jumps. Fuck off. Oh my god.
You can edit that part out, or you can have that through the thumbnail.
We haven't started yet.
Yeah, let's go.
Welcome to GUAT News.
Made for gamers by gamers.
Today's topic is the Pokemon mass shooting. So, 2 men were arrested in Boston after making threats online with firearms towards the Pokemon World Championship. The suspects were identified as 18-year-old Kevin Norton, which we do not know, it's not the Kevin we know, and 27-year-old James Stumbo. The suspects attempted to enter the Highness Convention Center, the site of the Pokemon World Championship, on Thursday, August 20th, but were removed from the premises on a trespass order. Police quickly obtained a search warrant for the suspect's car and found a 12-gauge shotgun, 1 DPM-5 AR-15 rifle, several hundred rounds of ammunition, and a hunting knife. So, they prevented themselves from doing a mass shooting there because they posted online about it. So what do you guys think the media has on for things like this? Like people posting their own crimes before they do it?
I mean, I feel like that's something, if they're gonna... I think it's helpful to authorities because they can identify them through all of their YouTube accounts or whatever they do it on and prevent these things.
Or like Instagram accounts.
Yes, but what I want to know is what possessed them in the first place to do that, to even consider shooting up the Pokemon World Championships.
They probably thought people who played Pokemon were nerds and wanted to kill them all for it.
I don't think that's their reason,
Well, I think
Hank.
It could be.
I think...
I'm Frank, not Hank, you dumbass. Everything's a blooper
Dumbass.
reel.
Don't make me come to that side of the table.
Everything's a blooper reel.
So I think one thing that they were thinking, a lot of people would be there, so families would be there because they would want to see like their kids. A lot of college students would be there, maybe even some older people, because I know some older people who play games like Magic and whatnot. So they thought it'd probably be an easy way to get some fame out of it, I think is what they were going for. So what do you guys have thoughts on about it?
I understand everyone wants to be famous, but shooting up a Pokemon World Championship is not the way to do it. Like, it just seems too out of sorts to me for why they just would do that. Was there like anything else about it, or did they not disclose any information?
Not from what we have here. But one thing about it, there's a 9-year difference between the two suspects, so maybe, and it doesn't show relation between the two of them, so maybe the 18-year-old wasn't really in on this, and the 27-year-old was using like peer pressure or something.
That's possible. I mean, it's very possible that the 18-year-old person just wanted to go see it.
Yeah.
And the 27-year-old had some
Other plans in mind to, I guess, shoot it up. But then why would there be 2 guns in the car? Unless the one, maybe he thought the one who was pressuring the other one brought 2 guns and was going to force him to do it. Like, I'm thinking maybe he wanted, the 18-year-old could have wanted to go see the convention and just like walk around and see the convention, and the other one was trying to pressure him into doing this, maybe even threatening his life if he didn't do this with him.
Or maybe he even threatened like his family. He was probably like, I'll come to your house, I'll like shoot up your family and not shoot up the convention center. Or maybe they were friends for a while and they just did it on their own, like they knew they were going to do it.
I mean, we don't really know enough about it to like pinpoint a reason, but at least it was prevented by themselves.
And authorities.
I think if you're going to do something like this, you'd want to be more sneaky about it. If you go posting stuff on the internet,
you get yourself in trouble beforehand, and it makes you look like a dumbass.
See, and I always thought the Pokemon World Championship, like, they have qualifiers that you do at your local Play Store. I always thought the World Championship had, like, you had to have passes to go in and play or to watch even, like, buy tickets to
Well, they got kicked out on a trespass order.
Yeah, so maybe they were, like, trying to jump over a fence or something to get in. Like, didn't want to pay the price or something, like, they didn't want
they could have been sold out. Pokemon's probably one of the most popular games ever made.
Or maybe they didn't want, like, to charge, like, a debit card or a credit card. Like, the cops would see them go in, charge it, and they'd check, like, the charge time with the, like, cameras and say, oh, hey, it's this guy.
Well, wouldn't you make the assumption that they have, like, bag checkers to get in?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you plan to smuggle a 12-gauge shotgun or an AR-15 in.
I was thinking more like they were just going to charge in and start shooting. They didn't really care who got hit or not.
Well, but if you think about it, an AR doesn't have to be a full-bodied rifle. It could have a short barrel
what you're saying,
and without a thing. But even to sneak that in, they'd have to have, like, a long trench coat on, and they'd have to be pat down.
I think somebody there was informed that these two did that, like, said what they said.
Yeah.
And they were on alert, looking for suspicious activity.
Yeah.
And since they were trespassing, it's just like.
Yeah. So do you have any other thoughts about this, Frank?
Why are you asking me? Ask Drake.
Because Drake.
Because I need more time to think.
I did it. I gave him my 2 cents. These two are clowns.
Where's the siren from over here? Comment.
So we're actually going to go on to our second topic. We're going to do these in 2 different ones, but since we didn't have a very good conversation with that one, because we didn't really have
an asshole.
We didn't really have a.
You see this, buddy?
You want to go?
Sit down.
Sit your ass down.
This
So our second topic is Street Fighter V, which is. This was not played that these two were actually going to stand up and act like they were fighting.
Everything is a blooper reel. We do what we want when we want. For gamers, by gamers.
So we talk about this in a couple episodes.
So in the following, there's beta tests going on for Street Fighter V or stress tests. These tests happened in Europe and Asia. Capcom has announced the dates for Street Fighter V beta stress tests in North and South America. Yeah! Nobody else was happy.
What the hell kind of sound was that?
It was my throat's getting dry and I need to take a drink. The test...
Yeah! Fucking Street Fighter V beta test! I don't give a shit.
The test took place in both regions on August 25th and 26th from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Pacific Date Time. This is PS4 only. Beta originally began in July but ended up being taken down due to severe technical issues. We've heard about those before. Meaning somebody
issues.
Meaning somebody hacked them.
Yep.
Capcom delayed it indefinitely and said it would bring the beta back for a full 5 days. 5 days! That's not enough time to play a beta. As was originally planned once it had resolved the issues. A stress test recently began that some players were able to get into, but the beta has yet to officially return. Capcom also offered a pair of tips for achieving a smoother experience, although there are likely things you're already aware of. It recommends using a weird... What?
Wired connection rather than Wi-Fi? So...
Oh, I was reading it as weird, guys. Sorry about that.
Is that a typo?
A wired connection, meaning that
yeah, you plug it. I know. Yeah.
Plug in through the Ethernet, so it goes straight from your.
You
router,
go back to
so
doing stuff like it was in 2005.
Huh? Because Wi-Fi isn't as strong. Plus, you got multiple people. With an Ethernet, you plug it straight in and it's done. And ensuring you're not downloading anything in the background. So, guys, if you're beta testing Street Fighter V, don't do what Frank does and watch porn.
Fucking loser.
That's him.
So do you guys
have
Do you guys have any thoughts about this, being that Street Fighter has had many different, like, adaptations, being that they have had some people in Super Smash Bros. Both of the two that were released.
I think it's interesting they're trying to bring Street Fighter V back at all. Because, like, that game's been around for a very long time. It's not like this is something new. So they're going to have to think of something big or heavily improve it, because expectations for 4 were high, and 4 was a pretty good game. So in theory, 5 should be that much better.
Well, but they also had Super Street Fighter 4, which was more or less what 5 would have been. But I think that they should go away from the animation and go more towards what Mortal Kombat has, not like all the killing and whatnot, how they have the brutalities, but having like normal graphics, better graphics with actual people.
Yeah,
being that it is a PS4 game now.
Yeah, since it's on PS4, they can do that.
Do you have any thoughts, Frank?
The animations are like, that's like one of their trademark things that they are famous for.
Yeah, but when
they have to keep the Hadouken.
When you're
Hadouken! You have to keep that.
When you're playing a
Sonic Boom,
a 2.5D side scroller that's still like a 32 or 64-bit, people are gonna start being like, "Hey guys, like I like your stories or I like the gameplay and whatnot, but I need better graphics." Like if you could have a game like I forget what it was, but you'd side scroll across and you just fight across the screen, but with better graphics, so like 3D graphics. I would play those a lot more.
Frank, one more outburst from you and your ass is out of here. One more out of you and you're gone.
Alright, guys.
2.
So, we actually don't have any graphics for these, being that I couldn't find any.
Since the beta is still being tested, they haven't released it yet.
And most people don't want to get in trouble for
illegally obtaining Street Fighter V footage, so we wouldn't do that.
So this is actually going to be a shorter episode. Do you guys have any more thoughts about the 2 topics we did today?
I think Street Fighter V could be a good game if they do it right. And as for those 2 men who tried to shoot up the World Championships of Pokemon, not cool, bro. And last but certainly not least, Frank, you're being a real asshole today.
You are.
How?
Anything else, Frank?
You're buying Taco Bell.
Anything else, Frank?
Yes. Make sure you check out all the free Pokemon cards that were at the Pokemon World Championship that the shooting almost happened at on display at your local Walmart the 15th through the 17th, and that's a bunch of bullshit.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm HankofWisdom. I'm here with Frank from Rise Up Vlogs and Drake. Please leave a like, subscribe, post your... No more comments about articles. Post the ideas on the forum I created. That was for you guys.
Down below in the description somewhere.
Yeah, it'll probably be down here by my crotch.
Speaking of crotches.
Oh, jeez.
You know what, Frank? Let's get out of here.
Go.
You're gone.
Turn it off. Thanks, guys.
Get the fuck out
for
of here.
watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Sorry about our
I'm sorry, Frank's a
antics.
douchebag.
Did you stop it?
You